You go to sleep feeling successful and feeling like things are working out for you beautifully. And you go to sleep while doing that. Then that will happen to you. Like everything is happening to you right now for what you do when you go to sleep. Because that's what you do every day, and that's what's happening to you every day. Because whatever you feel when you go to sleep tonight is what's going to happen to you for the next few days and for the next few years. And everything in your life is already set right now. What you're going to say 20 years to a man named Ashmagash, it's all set and it's going to happen unless you change it. And you have the privilege of changing it. You get a $100 bill, study it, learn to count $100,000 in your imagination, start doing it when you go to sleep at night. And the first night that you're right in the middle of counting it and you go to sleep, then you could decide you don't want it. It's no good, you're going to get it. And it's not going to be for nothing. There'll be a very good reason you got it. I told you the story about Tony. Tony came to me and said, this stuff that you're teaching, this positive thought, is the silliest fucking thing in the world. He says, but there's one thing you could do for me that would convince me. I want you to tell me something that's going to happen that I know will never happen, and it cannot happen. I took the challenge and started thinking of something. We had the Arthur Murray studio in Reno. Reno was 40,000 people. It was on the very last page in the last group of a thing that was mailed to us every week. And I said, Arthur Murray will throw a convention for the Reno studio. Tony said, that will never happen. I says, well, when it does happen, will you believe? He says, of course, because it's not going to happen. It's stupid. We're the smallest goddamn Arthur Murray studio. We're the very last number on the very last page of the book that comes out every week. You can't do that. I did an exercise of I'm looking down and I'm looking at my hands and I can hear a huge crowd. I start raising my sight until I see two microphones. I see a microphone right here and a microphone next to me. Now I see the microphone and I look up and I see the crowd. They've come to see me. And I look to my right and there he is, Arthur Murray is walking up the stage and he comes down and sits beside me to talk on that microphone. I told Tony that Arthur Murray will throw a convention for the Reno studio, and he says, this can't happen, it's impossible. We hit 800% of what we were supposed to do, and Arthur Murray threw a convention in Las Vegas for us. People were writing us. We were getting letters every day. What the fuck are you doing? I would always answer it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing the best I can. And I went to Tony when this was all over with. I says, Tony, see? And he says, see hell. It's none of this positive shit you're talking about. He says, you're probably the smartest man I've ever met in my life. You did everything right. You earned it. But you didn't just dream this shit up.